I love using what God gave to me. It's so amazing. I can't explain it. Turning hope to reality. Touching your life with mine. Using the gift of my hands to create all I can.
Hello, everyone. I am Faith Godbold from A Touch of Faith. Thank you for watching the replay. Come on in. I'm super excited to be back with you today as we create a beautiful patriotic bow for summer. So as you're coming in, make sure you say something. And if you don't mind, would you comment your city and state? I love seeing how far our broadcast is reaching. If this is your first time tuning in, make sure you comment the word new. And after this live is over, I will invite you to become a part of our faith family. And as always, if you haven't yet done so, make sure you give us a follow and a subscribe. If you're on Facebook, of course, you can also turn on your live notifications. That way you never miss a live video. So how are you all doing today? I hope you're having an amazing Tuesday so far. And I hope everyone enjoyed their Mother's Day weekend. We had a wonderful time celebrating our mom and all of the beautiful ladies in our family. There's my Aunt Flo. How are you? So celebrating our moms, our aunts, mother-in-law, whatever the case may be, the role that the lady plays in your life. That is so special. And I hope you all had an opportunity to do that. We had a wonderful time celebrating together. So I look forward to hearing what you all did over this weekend. And now I'm looking forward, y'all. We have Memorial Day. That's our next break in my mind, another day off. And soon we're going to be doing a countdown to summer break. So I thought with that coming up, let's make a beautiful patriotic bow that's going to be perfect for the summertime. So let's make sure everyone can hear me and see me. I think we're all good. And I am checking just to make sure you're all here. There you go. All right. So y'all keep on coming in and chiming in. And I wanted to create something a little different today because oftentimes our patriotic bows, they have things like stars and stripes. But I wanted to create a patriotic bow that says patriotic without saying patriotic. So we're going to try something a little bit different today. Let me show you the ribbons that I've picked out. And I will say that I had two specific colors in mind. I love my cabana stripe. And so y'all went to my ribbon room and I found this beautiful red and white cabana stripe. So we are definitely going to add some of this. This one is super popular for any time of the year. And I thought we could use that as one of our foundation ribbons. And then I wanted to pop it with some blue. So let me show you the blue I chose. I was going for more of like a denim blue. So look at this one. What do y'all think? It's a darker blue, not like a royal blue. Hey, Shantice, welcome on YouTube. So happy to have you. Is this your first time tuning in? Let me know. All right, this one's more like a royal blue. So I thought that would look good paired next to our red. A lot of times you've seen me make patriotic bows and it might be, and this is more like a denim, but oftentimes I do more like a royal blue. So this is more of a darker blue, not quite navy. I'm going to say more like a denim. So these are my two foundations colors. Oh, well, welcome. Can everyone welcome Shantice here? Thank you for tuning in. I'd love to have you subscribe. We go live on Tuesdays and Saturdays around this time. We're on the East Coast. And I am Faith Godbold, the owner of A Touch of Faith. So happy to have you. Let me know what you think about what we're making today. All right, and so let's pop that with those colors. So if we have those for our two colors, I think I want to pull out another red. And I found this one, y'all, at the last minute as I was heading into my studio. Look at that red. It has another little pattern like stitched squares. I think that's going to pair nicely because our goal today is creating a patriotic bow that doesn't just like scream patriotic. We want just the colors, but not the stars and not the stripes. So I love that. And then let's see if we have another blue we can pair with it. Oh, y'all, I love my polka dots. So look at this one. I found a denim with the polka dot. So what do y'all think about that? That'll give us another element of our blue there. And then in case we wanted it, I did find one more. We could end it with our solid red. So those are going to be our colors for today. And since we have more red, I'm thinking let's start with our red and we can either end with it just like that. And I think I'm loving that. I'll try switching these two. I like to play with the order of my ribbons to get an idea. Oops, don't roll off. You're about to roll away to get an idea. Kind of love both of these, actually. There's no right or wrong, by the way. It's literally whatever your heart desires. So let's try this. I think I want to try this order, and then we might switch it up and make another one. All right, so this is going to be our bow. So let's move that off to the side. Y'all have not found my blue scissors yet, so I'm using my old pair of scissors. I've got to really look. Miss Kathy thinks they're in a drawer somewhere, and I really hate Sister Cinda. How are you? I really need to take time and look because they may be in a drawer. And I just haven't like looked just for it. If it's in a drawer though, I feel like they would be on this side. I'm going to find them when I least expect them. Y'all watch. And I can't wait to tell y'all where they are. Maybe I should make a post about that. Where do y'all think my scissors are? And y'all can tell me where to look. How about that? Because usually they might fall off my table and land on the floor behind me. Sometimes they fall and land in the trash can. I don't think they're in the trash. I really hate to dig out that trash, although it's just like ribbons and things. All right, so let's start with our red first. That's going to be our foundation color. And if you're just tuning in, we're making a beautiful bow that you can decorate with for summertime. And it's going to be a patriotic bow, but we're not going with our traditional stars and stripes like we usually do. And let's see how we want to create this one. Let me get a picture of it in my head because that's where it all starts. So how have you all been? I don't think I've seen you since last week this time. So happy to have y'all back. All right, so we're going to start with our red. I gave it a nice little dovetail finish there. And we are going to create some beautiful loops back and forth. Oh, yeah, they are looking at me, Sister Cinda. I know. I'm going to figure out where. I looked in the other room. I didn't see them. So they're here somewhere. You're right. All right, so let's get some loops of our red in, just like so. And we're going to layer this bow. So by the time we're finished, we're going to have at least 5 gorgeous sets of layers. Yes, ma'am. I can't wait because I don't use these anymore. They're okay, but I prefer my others. You know how you get used to using something probably like the same in your kitchen if you have a favorite knife. I know sometimes like when I'm doing my makeup, my eye makeup especially, I have certain brushes that do certain things. And if I feel like I can't put my hands on them, I'm like, where is it? Where is it? I remember when we moved, I had all the things that I wanted to put my hands on right away in a certain location so I could easily unpack. And I remember some of my makeup brushes that I use all the time. I couldn't find them, so y'all, I had to replace them. So now I did find them. So the ones that I replaced them with, I keep them in my luggage. So if I ever travel, I don't have to worry about switching them out. So I guess that worked out in the end. All right, take a look at the base of our bow, y'all. So we're going to start with our beautiful red. You can't go wrong with this color. Red is one of our staple colors when we talk about our patriotic colors. All right, so now we're going to add this one. And I don't think I've used this one a lot. This is a fresh roll for the most part. So let's add in some blue with our white polka dot neck. And we're just going to repeat that same thing. So let's go in. We're going to add a length of tail. Hey, Mom, how are you? Mom was eating her dinner. And it is dinner time, isn't it? Anyone else having dinner right now? I don't know what we're going to eat yet. I made us some salads yesterday and threw some chicken in the oven. So we'll have to see what we're having today. I had some wings earlier for lunch and they were really delicious. I love, my favorite is the lemon pepper. So I'm loving that right now. All right, y'all. So we're adding this denim with the white. Just like so. Okay. So who decorates with bows? Chime in the comments and let me know. Does anyone like bows to decorate with? I tell you, they're an easy way to dress your home without having to do a lot, and I love it. I'll be actually switching out my decor pretty soon, and you know, Patriotic. Let's see, we have Memorial Day coming up, so you could easily hang Patriotic during that time. Then again, we have July 4th. So let's say if you wanted to decorate for Memorial Day, you could hang it up and then take it down, put back your everyday wreath or whatever, your bows, and then you can bring it back out in July. Oh, thank you, Sister Cinda. It's truly amazing how God can have things in store for you that you don't even think about or plan for. So I'm so thankful. I'm so blessed. All right, y'all ready to see it? All right, take a look. Look at there. Oh my goodness. Oh, and Sister Cindy, I've got to give you an update on my drinks and everything too. I'm doing so good with that. I have not had sweets since March. I haven't even had peppermint candy. And for me, that's pretty big because I used to love my peppermint like every day. My mom will tell you because she and I have that in common. All right, so take a look again, y'all. Did y'all see that? Look at the base with that blue added. Spaghetti sounds good. Cereal. Oh, I did that yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, Sunday after church. I had a bowl of cereal before dinner. I sure did. So I've been fasting pretty much every day till 2 o'clock. So y'all like the base? All right, so now we're going to go in with some cabana stripes. So let's add that one. Look at the red and the white. So remember, we're making a patriotic bow without saying or screaming, it's patriotic. Yeah, this is lots of practice, I will tell you. I can remember when I first started creating bows, which I guess would have been 2014 when I first started making wreaths. And then I started back making things like 2017, I think it was, 2018. So for sure, we've now been doing this as a business for about 8 years. So, wow, that's amazing. Guess we'll be celebrating 8 years this summer. All right, so let's add some of our red and white stripe. And I think that's going to pair so nicely right here next. I was tempted to end with this one, and we might make another one where we end with this one because this is so pretty, y'all. And where might you hang a bow like this? Well, you could easily hang this to a wreath. You could hang it. I have some customers who like to hang bows on their door. You can hang it on your lanterns that maybe you put on like a shelf in your family room, or let's say if you have candlesticks, that's what I love to use them for. Some of my customers like to hang it on their mailboxes. You can add just a pop of color on your mailbox. That's another option for you. There's so many ways you can decorate with bows. And then you can get the smaller bows and add those to your cabinets like my mom does at Christmas. And that would be beautiful any time of the year. Because I know so many times we decorate our homes, they look so warm and cozy for Christmas. And then there's nothing, like nothing else up when we take it down. So imagine putting up some bows like this, right? So see, I'm just giving y'all ideas. All right, look at it now, y'all. Oh my goodness, look at how it transformed it so much. Can y'all see it? That red and white stripe is really making it pop there. All right, so now let's bring the blue back. So remember, we're doing like that denim blue. So let's bring our blue back. But yeah, I'm working on some orders. I had some custom orders. So if you placed an order, just know that I'm going through the queue now. I think I have 1, 2, 3, I think 4. I need to look at my order board and see. Let's see, I'm going through my list again. 4, maybe 5. Actually, 6. So yes, so when you place a custom order and you pay for your order, you're added to the order board, and your order is processed based on the order that is received. And a lot of times, if your materials come in before another order, you might get moved up on the board. Yeah, so we have about 6 orders. I didn't realize it was 6. So I'm trying to keep up with all of the orders, y'all. I have my order board that helps me. All right, so we're going to add in some of this blue now, and that's going to look so beautiful. And then I'll hold it up and show you again. So who else is looking forward to like a day off? I know I said Memorial Day. Then it'll be summer break for us. We have our testing right now, so it's a busy time of the year. But we had a very good day for our first testing day. So I'm so thankful to God for that. So everything went smoothly. Our hard work paid off. So by the time testing is over, I will definitely be ready for Memorial Day. I need a break. Thankful for the weekends too, because that gives me a little bit of a reprieve there. All right, so we have our blue added. Let me go ahead and finish off the end. Just make that dovetail look finished there. Just like so. All right, so let me hold it up and show y'all now that we've added in the blue. I want to make sure you can see all of those gorgeous layers. All right, y'all ready to see it? Aunt Flo says, me. I can hear you saying that too, Aunt Flo. All right, y'all ready? Look, Mom, you remember those days? Oh, yes. Look at there. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Wow. That is so pretty. So, so pretty. All right, and then we're going to bring our red back. So let's bring back some red. This red, I love the squares in this one. It's a beautiful pattern. Just a little bit of it. I don't think I've used this one a lot. Just like so. And all we need is a little bit. Right there. Oh, thank you, sis. Thank you. All right, and I kind of think I want to add, let me check before I do it. Let me trim this first, then I'll tell y'all what I'm thinking. Let me hold it up so you can see what it's looking like. And I will be listing this one. Hello, Simone. How are you? Welcome. All right. I will be listing this on Etsy and my website. So if you think this is one you're interested in, you can comment the word bow and you'll get an advance notice of this with the link. All right. So I think I was going to stop there. And we could, but I love that blue polka dot so much. Let's just see what it would look like if we added one final piece of it. So we're going to pop it with one final piece. This is going to be my gift. I'm not even going to add this into the cost. So here we go. I love it. We're just going to end with a little bit of this, just to set it off. Just like that. And I did all the fluffing while I was making it, so we will make sure once we're finished, we do a final fluff if needed. So I did just a little baby bow there. Oh yeah, I think that's exactly what it needed. It brought that blue back to the top. All right, y'all ready to see it now? All right, look. Oh my goodness, y'all look at how it looks bringing back the polka dot to the top. Isn't that amazing? All right, so we're going to tie off our bow. Let's get some wire so we can do that. There's our wire. Thank you, Mom. Yes, it does. I could tell when I was looking at it, Simone. I was like, I think I want a little bit more of that. All right, let's grab all of the goodies. I'm going to hold our bow together because we did all that hard work. We don't want to lose it. I'm just tying it with my zip tie here. That way I know it's not going anywhere. And I'm going to add the hanger so that you have a way to attach it to all the many things we talked about that you could attach it to. Thank you, Aunt Flo. Okay, so it's on nice and secure. Just give it a couple of twists so it's right there. And then now it's already fluffed, but we're going to take one more opportunity to fluff everything back. So look, I'm opening that center loop, refluffing those tails, the loops there. The loops here. Open that loop. So I'm literally touching all the layers, making them do what I want them to do. And then I like to look it over. And if I feel like it needs a haircut, that's when I give it a haircut. I'm going to trim this down just a little because they don't need to be that long. Okay. Now let's look at it. Make sure all of our layers are peeking out the way we want them to. Just like so. And see how I separate everything so you can see every part of the bow. Y'all, it looks amazing. I'm going to trim this one just a little. You can leave it whatever length you want it. I'm just trimming it a little bit. It's almost like when you get your hair cut or trimmed, you can see your eye starts to see the bigger picture. for your bow. All right, I think that's good. All right, I'm going to hold it up. First of all, look at how it's looking on the table. Oh my goodness. And look, I'm lifting up those loops. So as I do, it's making the bow stand up, standing at attention. So when you have a bow, that's the first thing you want to do is make sure those loops are nice and full and open. If they're laying flat from where you hung this, say like the previous year, you want to go through and make sure you fluff them open. Okay. So just like that. Let me zoom in first, and then we'll get maybe a lantern so I can show you. So take a look at that, y'all. Oh my goodness, look at there. And I'm going to rotate it around so you can see it from all angles. I mean, look at that beauty. Isn't it gorgeous? Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. Look at that. I'm even going to hold it up. Thumb here. Look at that. I mean, can y'all see that? Look at that gorgeous detail. Look at how thick and nice. See how the loops stand up? That's what you want. You don't want your loops flat. They should be at attention, just like that. And then I take my hands and kind of take your tails, shape them, make them do what you want them to do. Thank you. All right, so let's imagine that we had this on our lantern. So let me grab a lantern real quick. I'm going to grab our lantern while you all keep commenting. Oh my goodness, y'all. It is so beautiful. Can y'all see it? I mean, look at those details. There we go. I am absolutely loving it. All right, let me grab my lantern. I had my candle in here, but I used it for one of my events, so the candle's not in here right now. But imagine there's a candle inside. All right, so here's the lantern. So normally you would open this, you place your candle in here, and I like to use the flameless candles. That way I don't have to worry about anything burning. And then I'm just going to use the tie, the hanger, and go around this area. You can either go around the large area here or the smaller area at the top. So let's just do the smaller area since this bow is not going to stay on here. I'm just showing you for decorating purposes what you could do. And then I'm going to straighten my tails and make them look better. So actually, hold on, let me go around the base. I need to grasp it a little bit better. But I am going to go around the base after all because I didn't like how it was protruding out. I'm going around that wider part there, pulling and giving it a couple of twists on the back. All right, and then I can grab these tails and start shaping them right here with my fingers, kind of like if my fingers were flat iron. Okay, so I'm using my fingers to kind of curl and shape the bow. And then normally I don't do it backwards. So what I would do is turn it around like this so I can see what I'm doing. And that looks pretty good, y'all. I did pretty good considering I was doing it backwards. Oh my goodness. Y'all, can y'all see it? Wow, look at there. And look at how just that fast you've dressed up your home. This could be sitting on your fireplace mantle. It might be on a table, maybe in your entryway even. If you have an island in your kitchen and you want to just add a little bit of decor, look at how easy that was. I make the bow and you just add it to whatever you have in your home. So what do y'all think? Y'all like that? Love it? Let me know in the comments. And I think that is oh so gorgeous. An easy way to decorate. And then, like I said, another option is if you had like just an evergreen wreath, or some people, not evergreen, a grapevine wreath. I have some customers who like that look. I don't have one here, but you could easily just add a bow to just your wreath. Maybe you have like a greenery base and you want to just add this. That's another idea for you right there. So lots of things you can do with your designs. And I do teach bow making in Faith's Creative Circle. So if you need the step-by-step, slow directions, show me how to do this type videos, you can certainly comment the word create and come join us. And then I teach all things business in the business group. So if you need to learn how to market something like this, that's what I teach in our business group. And we use all sorts of tools to help us as we are creating our beautiful pictures that we post online, on Etsy, the website, and all the things. So comment the word business if you need some business help. I'll be glad to assist you. All right, I'm going to slide this over. Let's check our YouTube stats, y'all, because it's Tuesday. So we need to check in and see what our stats look like. Let me take out my phone because I can't see it on the computer anymore. All right, so let's see where we are. We are working on 2,000 subscribers. Last year, we reached 1,000. So this year, month by month, we've been working towards getting to our next milestone. And I believe we're working towards 1,200 subscribers. So that's where we are right now. So let's take a look and let's see where we are. And if you are a new subscriber, I want to go ahead and welcome you because I see we have some new subscribers. All right, so let's do a drum roll, please. Anyone in the comments can do the drum roll. Here we go. All right, so today it looks like we have 1,151 subscribers. Y'all, can we clap? That is so exciting. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for your part in this because I could not do it without you. So if you haven't yet become a member of our YouTube family, I would invite you to do so. You can, if you're on Facebook, go ahead and comment !YouTube, and you will get the direct link sent to your inbox where you can subscribe to my channel. And then, of course, if you're over on YouTube, all you have to do is exit out of this video and click on that subscribe button. You can even turn on your notifications so that you don't miss a video at all. All right, what else do we have before we head out? Is there anything else you want to see? Anything else you'd like to know before we head out? And I'm just so thankful to have each and every one of you here. So I'll be sharing some more health updates with you all. And I'm enjoying all of my products that I've been using. I feel like I have more energy and less food noise. I was telling my mom, I don't even desire to snack in between meals anymore. So that has been most powerful. So if you're interested in any of that, let me know. Comment the word health and I'll send you some information, okay? I actually will be placing an order within the next few days myself. So comment the word health and I'll share with you what I'm doing. And yeah, you can see if you're interested in any of that. All right, let's see if anyone has anything else before we head out for today. I'll wait just a couple moments, y'all. We have a couple more moments. All right. Thank you, Aunt Flo. All right. I don't see anything else. I hope you all have a wonderful, blessed evening, a great rest of your week and weekend. And we'll be back hopefully Saturday with another exciting live, Saturday, 5:30 Eastern time. So stay tuned for more. And y'all don't forget to go out and look for something good because when you do, and you have found that something good, you know you have found God. And remember, God's got me. God's got you, and we have got this. Have an amazing rest of your night. I love you so much. Bye, everyone.